You around, buddy?
Yep, I'm around.
Great. And I'm going to throw it to you on your market strengths.
Right, evening everyone. So let me go through. Okay, the first off my list is actually the DXY dollar index. Yeah, it's pretty bullish. Thank God I caught a few pairs from this last week. Yeah, so for this week I'll be waiting for some sort of retracement. Then I'll be good to go in for DXY for another long. How strong it will be, I sincerely don't know. I mean, I really hope that it can go up to 100. That would be a really good trend, right? But oh well. As long as the setup happens, I will just stick the right. Yeah. Next is actually Canadian index. Now Canadian index, although I rank it as second strongest, I do think that it has the potential to actually go even stronger, supersede DXY, simply because I think of the China story again. So oil is going to be in huge demand. Energy crisis back in China. I wouldn't say crisis, energy demand in China. So with the rise of oil, possibly CXY is going to also rise with it. Yeah, so if I get into any good position, then I'll possibly be holding it for the even longer run. Yeah, so that's just my game plan. Now for the Japan index, interestingly, for this level at $90, you can see that it actually bounced off several times. Yeah, so it has the potential. I have to make it very clear. It has the potential to be bullish, really bullish. But so far, it has yet to demonstrate that it is. Yeah. But for any trend traders that wants to get in early, I would say that the Japanese currency index is worth taking a look at. Kiwi and Australian dollars. Now, I wouldn't say that they are usually for the fourth and fifth, I'll put that as a middle of nowhere, but they do display some sort of direction, but just that they are right smack in the middle of a channel, which I don't feel comfortable trading at all. Yeah, but the dominant direction for these two is actually to go short. Yeah. I mean, they might not necessarily go up to the top of the channel. I don't even for myself, I don't really trade a channel. But just gonna say that really price is in the middle of nowhere, but their dominant direction is to go short. So if you find any good setup to go short for these two pairs, then yeah, why not? But my sincere advice is not to put in too much of a risk. British pound, again, range, false break. Now it has remained in the lower part of the range for quite some time already. This is really a strong break of this horizontal level. I'm just waiting for some sort of a lower high. I'm good to go into for DXY. Swiss. Now Swiss is actually pretty much in the same territory as yen. Not yen. The Kiwi and the Aussie. Yeah. So dominant direction is short, but I'll still be very careful trading them. Just that this is in a wider movement, so I might have more latitude in trading it. And the weakness of my bunch, I would say, is actually the opposite of dollar. That would be euro. So you can see that again, very strong break of the horizontal level. Waiting for some sort of retracement. That will be cool to actually go in for a short. Now, with view in that, then euro dollar will be something that I'll be looking to trade short in the upcoming week ahead. Now, currently price is at the top of the. I wouldn't classify this as a range, but if I have some sort of a false break, I'll be keen to go for a short. Otherwise, the usual setup applies. A break and retest, I'll still go in for a short. And then CAD Swiss, this is a bit more messy. So you can see that price is at the top of the range. If it comes down against anything like a false break, I'll be keen to go for a long. Otherwise, a break and retest. So these two will be the currency where I'll be watching closely for the upcoming week ahead. Interestingly, usually I don't talk about commodities, but I can't help but go into silver. It seems like a good pair to trade at the moment. Yeah. Now, this is the Batman pattern. So now this actually, what really caught my eye, this is a bit of a joke to me, is that wherever I see such a strong down move and such a strong recovery, which it has actually happened several times in the past, I'll be keen to actually trade this pattern. I don't really know what this pattern is called. I just call it Batman Batarang. Yeah. So why I'm looking forward to this pattern is, look, if you look at the past, something similar did happens. Yeah. So I'm just waiting patiently for price to actually come back to test the horizontal level or trend line, whichever you can mark out in the chart. I'll be keen to go long. Such pattern, I don't know. It doesn't seem to happen a lot in the currencies, but for the commodities, it does happen quite a fair bit. even in the past. I mean, I'll just highlight the prominent ones. Yeah, something like this. You can see that we can call this a double top, years or whatever that is. But wherever that happens, then yes, I'll be very, very keen to wait for this really scream for patience, because you need to see price goes up, come down, goes up, come down, basically a retest of horizontal level. Then it seems like price have a good chance of taking it off. Yeah, so that's my take for silver for this. Yeah, I don't think it happened for the next coming week, but for the next upcoming month, which is October, keep a lookout for these playouts. Yeah. So essentially, I'm just waiting for a higher high, and then coming back to the same level. Are we keen to actually place any trade here? So let's keep a lookout. Let's see if this better rank pattern plays out. It's more of a fun trade to me, but I do observe that such a strong sell and a equally strong buy coming back into play. It does indicate that there might be a very strong movement up here. Yep. So that's all for me for this weekend, and with that, I'll pass back to Ainslie.
Thanks, Lloyd. Just looking at those setups, would you, I reckon Ash would argue that would be an inverse head and shoulders there. With an extra bump, maybe Quasimodo. I don't know.
I mean, sure. It could be an inverse head and shoulder. I'm just painting it, trying to draw the artistic side out of the fourth chart, technical trading.
I just like, I like to call this this is a bit of fun to trade. Okay. But yes, humor. I enjoy your humor. But yeah, you could almost say it is an inverse head and shoulders, and
it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm just trying to make it as abstract as possible.
It's got Lloyd's stamp of approval all over that, hasn't it? So, Lloyd, thank you very much. That was really